It starts by e4, c5, which is the Sicilian defense, and after knight f3, d6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f6, knight c3, and this funny move g6. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now playing the Sicilian defense dragon variation, and in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to completely dominate as black using this opening, and also how to also not lose using this opening, which means that it will most likely end as a draw. So let's get right to it. So here, the top move for white and the most popular one is bishop to e3, which is part of the open Sicilian theory. And here's black, you just conjure with your plans by playing bishop to g7. And here you already see this bishop has got a very low scope, so this scope is going to be used for attacking. So in this position here, the most popular move is f3, which is also part of theory, which a lot of players which are top players or which are good at chess will play. And here, as black, you can just respond by playing the move castles. You just castle. And here, white will just have to play queen to d2. You just play knight to c6. And here, in this position, white will have to play bishop to c4, developing this bishop, then you just bring out your bishop 2, defending the knight. And after white long castles, because usually this is the most popular, because if they short castle, then they won't be able to attack you down here. So they have to long castle. So it will now be a race between you and white. So we'll see who will win the race later in the video. So here in this position, you just play rook to c8. That's when you activate your first threat. Because if your opponent tries to be aggressive and plays h4, then it's certainly over, because knight takes d4 is coming. And definitely after bishop takes d4, then that bishop is a golden. So definitely white doesn't want that. White tries to be clever and takes this knight. It is certainly over after knight to g4 and a smooth return to the square of e5, forcing this bishop sack. And definitely after rook takes, this queen is under a lot of pressure. Okay, let's return to the rook c8 situation right here. The next thing and another variation that can be played here is the exchange variation. Here this variation is started when the bishop is moved back to b3, then you start an exchange. And here white has two choices: to take with the bishop or the queen, but he chooses to take with the bishop, because taking with the queen has got discovered attacks, which white doesn't want right now. So in this position, after white takes with the bishop, you've got a few options, but the most common move that you should play is the move b5. And definitely here white has a few options, but here let's just talk that white doesn't bring his knight over to this square, but instead plays the move h4, because he's trying to attack and strike back. They definitely just play a5. And here in this position, if white plays a3, then just play b4. Here after this trade, you might just say white to bring his knight to the center. They just take it. Do not hesitate to take the knight, because after you trade a couple of pieces, here just draw back your king, give him a free pawn, then play rook to b8. If the queen runs away, just play queen to b6. And if the queen stays comfy and this move is played, then you just play rook to c8. And here you're completely in a winning position. This queen is under a lot of pressure, and no matter where the queen goes, like if the queen goes somewhere like here, then still you just take a free piece. And here it will still be a free bishop because this pawn cannot take this rook. So as you can already see, the variation of h4 here is not the best and the most recommended one. So let's just go back here. But before we go to the next variation, guys, I'd like you to like and subscribe to my channel. That will really do a ton for me. Let's continue. Okay, in this position right here, there's another move after b5, which is knight to d5. Here in this position, you just exchange, but here your opponent can take by the pawn. If your opponent takes with the pawn, then definitely there are many things that you can do, like a5. And here is a very funny line that you can actually play, because here if white plays a3, which is very popular, you just have to bring out your queen. And here if white plays another move like h4, which is trying to attack you, then you just have to play a4, and after the bishop moves out of the way, you sacrifice the rook. And after the queen takes, if the king takes effect, then definitely the game is already over, because bishop f5 check knows how to butcher. And if the king has to return, and if the king returns back, then definitely after this rook to c8 check, then here white will have to lose a lot of material. You already see there's a mate 7, but definitely not always would the king have to move there. The king might try to move forward, then it's also going to be very bad here because of queen to c5 check. And here there is bishop to c4, c4, and you just take. So here it will also checkmate. So the best possible move for white after this rook sack is to take with the queen. And definitely here there's a pretty good continuation, which is rook to c8, and after the queen takes, you just take back, and you reach into an endgame of 2 rooks. And here you've got a queen and a bishop, but the stockfish is still favoring you here because you have got an advantage. This king is naked and very open. So here after a few moves, you're going to actually see that you as black, you are already in an advantage. You already see this key is open. You're going to chow down all of these pawns, so definitely that will be bad for white. Okay, let's return back to the rook c8 situation here. So here I've already shown you lines where you trade and everything. Okay, after bishop to b3, there are many lines that you can play here. There are many things that you can do, and here you can just play normal, you can just trade, and after you trade these pieces b4 and the knight goes into the center, you still trade, and in this line the queen might take the knight, and out you continue. It's pretty simple. You continue to play solid, and you won't lose, because definitely that's how you'll be able to draw. Here your chances to win are quite slim, but you can still play solid, and as you already see, this might end up as a drawing endgame. So guys, this is the Sicilian dragon for you. I've already told you some of the traps included in the dragon. So guys, see you in the next video, and if you're interested in gambits, subscribe to my channel.